It is Sunday morning on the homestead, and we're having a nice breeze across the bow.
After 25 years living in London, I've returned to my birthplace amongst the mountains of the South Wales valleys. Join me as I journey my new life with plans of growing my own food and ultimately creating my own homestead. Videos are posted every week, so if you like this one, give the video a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button.
Now, in order to move this, it needs to be emptied. It's the water tank. I'm storing pots in here at the moment. In fact, I've got more pots than I thought I had. I was thinking to myself this morning about allotments because I had a phone call to say that my name has come up on one of the allotment sites here, and it is the allotment site where I first had my first ever allotment plot. So for a brief second I did give it some thought, and I thought, no, I love this little space that I've got here. Yes, it would be nice to have a bit more of a community, but there is a sort of community building now. People will come and say hello at their door. Neighbours when they're out taking their dogs for a walk. So the community is growing. But it got me thinking about allotments and my time on them. And on the allotment site where I had the cottage garden, beautiful site, beautiful community. But that was always a Sunday morning site. A bit like the site, the first plot that I ever had. That was a Sunday morning site. And by that I mean, you would go up on a Sunday, and if you hadn't seen anybody for the entire week, you knew there'd be somebody there. A cup of tea would be on the boil, and a good bit of chat would be had on one of the allotment benches. Whereas the rusty allotment, Shrewsbury Road, that was always a Saturday site. If you went on a Sunday, there'd be hardly anybody there. In fact, the majority of the time there would only just be me and one other person. So I thought it's interesting how sites have their own personality. And this one down here is starting to create its own as well. Nice and peaceful, except at 6 o'clock when the ice cream man calls. He doesn't call here, he just calls in the streets. Right, pots can go there. Now, I will be moving it from here, and the plan was to put it around the side of the summer house in order to harvest the rainwater. But I'm not quite sure whether it's going all the way down there or it's going up here. Haven't decided yet. But the first thing to do is to empty it, which is going to be a task in itself. Nice to play around with water. Now, yesterday, my local village hall had a VJ Day celebration, Victory in Japan celebration day. So I decided to pop down and have a look what was going on down there. This hat from Tenerife is certainly getting a lot of use. In fact, it is warmer here than it is in Tenerife at the moment. It's Saturday, and the local village hall is having a VJ Day celebration. So they asked me to pop down, do a bit of filming, and I said I would be happy to. Nice crop of tomatoes in the greenhouse there. They've moved the majority of it indoors because it's so hot.
Warden. On the way up from Sherwood Station now, he's been out there shooting the sheep. Okay? And this little boy, he's ready for bed. You can see it, right? He's ready for bed. He couldn't wait to get changed. Now this. This little girl has her hands full looking after these two little boys. There's no doubt about that.
Now it's very tempting to lift this now, but it's still half full. The water's not seeping away as quickly as it should, so am I creating myself a problem there? The ground is so dry. It's starting to go. It's just taking its time. Because now this is the only space on the entire site that is in the shade. And I would like to put my seat here because even today, I think it's 25 degrees. It's still a bit warm. Although it is nice to get the hands in the water. Now, after I'd gone to the VJ Day celebrations, I decided to walk home. And as I walked home, I thought, I'm just not ready for winding down. And I thought, I don't want to come here, because I've been here a few times this week, and I wanted to change. So I looked on the internet, and I found somewhere called Llantwit Major Horticultural Society. Now, the pictures that I saw on the website looked as if it was quite a big affair, but it was a bit different when I actually got there. So I jumped in the car and drove an hour down the valley, and it was a beautiful drive to get there. Now my back's been doing really good over the last few weeks. Now let's just take a few bits more out. Let's not risk it. This is going to be heavy enough by itself. There's a bit of a sinkhole appearing there. If I disappear, you know where I've gone. It is, that's quite big. Right. Slow and steady wins the race. Oh, it's quite appropriate that I'm playing around with the water today, because after I went to the Llantwit Major Horticultural show, I still wasn't ready to relax. Not as in relax for the evening ahead. And I thought, I'm pretty close to Kenfig Hill, which I've heard of. Apparently there's a nature reserve. So I thought, okay, let's go off and explore that. And I was quite surprised where I ended up in the end. Well, on the way home, I've discovered this place called Kenfig Hill Nature Reserve. So I thought, let's come and have a look. No idea what it is, other than a nature reserve. Although this seems to be a golf course. Watch out for golf balls, it says. Right, I think I'll stick to this path. Apparently there is a viewing platform coming up. So we'll see now. See if I survive. Well, I thought it would be a bit grander than that. A step ladder in the middle of the field. Oh well, let's go up and have a look. No expense spared here. Hold on, Girats, we're going up. We're going higher. There we are. Oh yes, there's a big lake down there. Oh, and the sea as well. You could spend all day and all night just exploring. And there's the sea. don't know how long it will take to get to the sea, but we'll go a little bit of the way anyway. I got half a bottle of water with me. Well, who thought I'd be walking on sand dunes when I woke up this morning? I didn't. Could come back at different times of the year. It would look different. Oh, it's a lot harder than it looks. Nearly there. I can smell the salty sea. Oh, certainly a good bit of exercise this. There we are, that is it. Oh, it still seems quite a way away. I don't think I'll be going up to the edge, but at least I know where it is, if I ever come back. Oh, quite a few people here doing drawing and just enjoying this rare bit of sunshine. Right, I think I'm going to put it in front of the window, on the side. This came all the way from London. I don't mind a bit of a breeze on the plot on a hot day. Ollie wanted to come down today. He went and sat in his box, but I knew I wanted to get on and do this, and I thought, I'm not having you jumping around and play in the water. Because when it's raining, he loves to go and stand outside. Right, nearly there. Let's get some of these stingy nettles down, because they're just caressing the back of my legs. And a caressing nettle is a dangerous nettle. They seem to sting a lot harder when they just caress. And I think it will have to go long ways. There we go, and then I can reach it from that side. This ceanothus bush can fill out this space. That can be there. I can still get around to the flower bed, although it does look a bit weird. It doesn't feel right, but it's practical. Okay, let's just leave it there for now, and let's pop in here, put the kettle on. Because even though it is hot and the temperature in here is 39.3, cup of tea cools you down. While I was just cleaning up, I found some membrane, which is what I'm going to use in the base of this raised bed Right, I want to find a piece of wood that I have stored behind here, because I want to put this across the top, but not there. At the top end here, I might put a little box affair so I can keep hand tools. Lift it up, put a magnet on the door so it can hold up, and I can get my little hand tools in and close it down, because obviously I don't want the soil up against the shed there, because I don't want it to disintegrate. But I need to work out now where the most important piece of this puzzle fits. So the seat is there. Oh, sat in the shade, enjoying life, and now I've got to work out. There you go. Is that back too far? Is that back too far there for a cup of tea? Might not be. So that works out fine. I can use the top of the cupboard door there. Although there would be quite nice, but then that's reducing the bed. I was thinking I could put some herbs in here and have a tea bed. Grow your own tea. And then I have another chair here, so when visitors come, they can go over there, so they'll have to sit in the sun. Which is fine. If they don't like the sun, don't visit me till the afternoon, when the shade is over here as well. Right, I'm going to enjoy my cup of tea now and catch up with a bit of YouTube. Let's have a look what's occurring today.